It is Seagulls versus jinX, Hamburg versus Berlin. Of course, the field site here is very soggy indeed. We are only bringing you the one stream this fine morning as Seagulls generate a turn.
We'll try and get that back up and running as soon as possible.
So a good recovery on that first pass for Seagulls D-line, who are trying to generate some action here. Caorle with a huge layout grab. Benavides for the score. Too hard. Caorle again pops in. Very close to it. Oh, nearly the bomb. Get that break back. It's a shot straight out of the blocks, but nothing but just reaching fingertips. Cut off by a fellow teammate. Ebner now. Oh, and there goes the shot into the end zone. A nice easy one on the open side. Trying to attack that inside low channel. Low releases are not going to be the one today unless you want to slip and slide your way and gather half the field on your knees. Lovely upline cut, but a poaching defender. Svenja Pruns with the block. Managed to redeem that one. Collects a lot of dirt on her inside leg, but that is an inside break to Svenja Pruns, who picks up the goal.
Over this zone, because it does contract really deep in against your handlers.
That's a nice put, but it's going to be snaffled up by the defense. But looking a little bit lost for options. jinX's offensive line coming out. Well, don't really... Keeping her body in the right position. And there we go, the find in the front corner. Just suddenly emerged. Will be right in the eyes of Caorle if she went for the same one. Oh, but that's going to be snaffled up. jinX are having to grind it out to get free of each other. That's going to be a loose one. Oh, well snagged though. Scala puts it out in front of Gerner. She doesn't have to lay it, just runs it out, and that is the break back on serve.
In the next slot and just screaming for jinX. Well timed comeback just as jinX get the break and tie this game back up at threes.
Yep, I lied. We're not on serve. Of course, Seagulls having come out and gotten that first break, or as we know, it's spike ball in the center of the field.
They call it round net.
Some people do. Pruns found with a lovely hammer. It's going to throw Caorle a ball into space. Gerner runs it down. It's not going to be a repeat. This is good movement, swinging. Priyan in acres of room has the opportunity and takes it. That is a very nice disc. Although, oh, and this is where you're done messed up. Giving Nikki Priyan that much room to work with. No force, no pressure whatsoever. Dominant athletes, they always have been their entire careers. Inspirational stuff, and that's got to be a big bid to try and redeem. D-lines. I keep having to remind myself of this. They're just all so good at Frisbee all of the time, and that is a beautiful put. Schultz with the goal. Hugo celebrates. Geiger. Or is it Giga? That's going to be beautifully run down though. And popped in for the goal over the top. Kasten Miller with the goal. Or blame, or take responsibility for your loss. It's all on you as players. That's a lovely break to Caorle, who's going to put an absolute beauty towards the end zone. It's just shot. This is just nice give and go patience. You can see how much the mark moves away, but could it be an overshot? No, it's brought in by Schultz, redeemed.
We saw them now start to get beaten on some of these deep shots as, look, Schultz, blood, gets it.
Spot where the defender really didn't have much of a play on it, but Benavides is going to open up an absolute ripper to somebody who does indeed have acres of space. Just about manages to adjust at the end and pop it straight back in. That's great work from Frauke Schulenberg. Around nicely. See the sort of poaching into the lane from Seagulls to try and prevent the score. That's a big body contact. And it's a horizontal stack to start by the looks of it. Isolation in the deep for Svenja Pruns. That might be a bit too big. She doesn't make a bid. The poaching off from the Seagulls players just to gain those yards. That's going to be a block though. That's great stuff. For Seagulls, of course, as Kunzelman throws a lofty inside to Binovies. No secondary option. Gonna have to look back to Kunzelman. Oh, and an easy dish. Uses those long arms to get around the force. Gerner with a huge hammer over the top. Schultz bodying for position. Nearly gets it on the second asking. It's gonna be a lovely up line though. That is really nice stuff. Larun throws Suvold, a hero maker. And just an easy pop, high grab, and they have left someone completely open in the deep space who's going to churn under. That's a little bit of a risky biscuit though. Second asking, not going to be good. Nahius. Beautiful inside to Kastenmiller. Oh, that is a beautiful shot indeed. Just hits the turf though. And the switches have come off of that cluster of players. But that's going to be a bridge too far. A nose away from taking another break in this first half. And it's a hammer over the top from Nayes to do it. What a lovely score. Seagulls break to take the lead once more. 8-7 finished there. But hopefully with the hammer over the top, the score will be there just about. Svenja Prun. So play will recommence. Laura Kunzelman throws it up to Caorle Binovies, who plucks it out of the air.
Immediately looking around, thinks about the dump. Then Kunzelman goes, you know what? Let me just, I'm pretty sure I saw Kyoko absolutely burning to the end zone. Let me just hit her. So now you can see there is the space. They're doing a much better job of hitting it in this possession.
Priyan thinks about the deep shot, chooses the under for Givic. Oh, and that is a beautiful pass. This wind, which just keeps changing direction. It's been near side to far side oftentimes on this pitch, but now more of a upwind, downwind, right to left on your screen as we have a little bit of game of pinball for one. Kamarai for Seagulls, and that's a gift for jinX. Scarlett with the disc pops it in front to Gerner, who nearly slips on the release, but that is good for Hugo.
Making those easy passes available. Every move she makes is an aggressive one. And
with a third of the field to go, she's going to put a nice one up to Svenja Pruns. Good toe work on the far side. Oh, and that's a beautiful expansive shot. Kia Binovies underneath it.
Up the line. And then that's such a fantastic throw to switch the pitch, because something that we've seen Seagulls, they have all these defensive looks and then they like to go into that. We shall see.
Gerner hopping back. jinX happy to take the negative yards. Nice low reception, and there indeed they open up. And it's an adventurous biscuit that's going to be snagged out by the long, lofty arms of Nikki Priyan. Giving and going whatsoever. Good dishing. Oh, and that's a biscuit up for Caorle. She snaffles it and says thank you very much.
Jersey, after putting this one up, you can see it's a beautiful shot. Really well taken down. I mean, it's a great player like Caorle. You can throw
nice clutch grab underneath. Big one going up. Kunzelman in acres of room. Where is the defense? Can it adjust? It can. Oh, nice easy dish. And that is goal. We are going to universe in the German women's derby. Domination for this final point. Oh, sneaking around, poaching off, leaving for all Scarlett extremely wide open. She doesn't like the look of the deep shot from Nikki Priyan. Caorle hesitating, jinking back and forth. Now around to Priyan, who just goes down but drops the disc. She's hit the deck so many times already this tournament. That one, just fair play. Clap catch, difficult to do. A big shot deep into the end zone, and that is going to be good, just shy. Is this going to be the moment where Seagulls will finally get to put the showcase and send themselves into the semi-finals? They do. It's Seagulls the better, and the celebrations well deserved. What a match!
Found the heart in themselves. Fought back into the game, took half, went up 9-10, and then just carried it on out. They had multiple opportunities, but they pulled it off. Huge achievement. Massive congratulations.
ULTI.TV.